welcome back to Happy Apple Core Homestead. I am going to teach you how to make apple wine today. And for those of you who have been patiently waiting for a video to come out, I just want to apologize. I caught that really bad influenza that's been going around, and so I am just now recovering. I'm feeling a lot better, but I'm still kind of winded. So if I sound more winded than normal, that's why, and I hope it's not too annoying throughout this video. Wintertime is a really good time to get your freezers cleaned out of your excess produce and also do something with your excess juice. I made tons of apple juice in September from my orchard, and I'm not going to drink all of this, so I thought we would make a batch of wine together. For this batch, you're going to need Pectic Enzyme, acid blend, Campden tablets, and Yeast Nutrient. I also have some powdered tannins here, and this is optional, but this is just a pH strip. I like to check the acid before and after I add the blend. I also have a very long spoon to stir in the sugar. I have a hydrometer. Normally, right now, I would also show you my wine thief, but I forgot to sanitize it, so we're just gonna use the hydrometer without the wine thief, hopefully, if we have enough liquid here. I've got some measuring spoons and a bucket here, and everything that's going to touch the wine has been sanitized. I use Easy Clean, but you can use whatever you want. Just make sure that anything that touches the wine has been sanitized. I also have a cotton cloth, which we will be covering this bucket with after all the ingredients are added. One thing that you're going to need that I don't have out here is some champagne yeast, and I use the EC 1118. I like it a lot for this application, but we won't be using it until tomorrow, and I'll talk about it at the end of this video. The first thing we want to do is turn this bucket over and start opening these jars of apple juice. This is a 4-gallon recipe that I'm going to teach you today, and down in the description I'll have all of the ingredients, so if I went through these too fast you'll be able to look them up down there. And if you just want to make a 1-gallon recipe, then just go ahead and quarter the recipe, or if you want to make a bigger one, expand the recipe to your liking. This is a full-bodied apple wine, so we're not going to be adding any extra water. We're just going to open these jars. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. And right into the bucket. Now that we've got our 4 gallons of juice in the bucket, we're going to add 9 cups of sugar. And give that a really good stir. While the sugar is dissolving, we're going to add the Campden tabs as well as the pectic enzyme to prevent oxidation, which happens very quickly with apple juice. We're going to use 4 Campden tabs. And we're going to crush them. And put them right inside. And we need 2 teaspoons of the pectic enzyme. And before we put the acid in, I'm just going to use one of these strips here. And it's at about a 4. maybe a 3.8. Now let's add the acid blend, and we'll do 6 teaspoons. We'll stir that up really good, and then we'll test it again. All right, let's see what changes have happened. All right, and now we're down to a 3.2, and I like that. So we'll leave it alone. And now we're going to do 4 teaspoons of the yeast nutrient. And last ingredient for the day is 1 teaspoon of tannin. Now it's time to check the gravity or the Brix. We need this reading now when we first start the wine, because at the very end we'll use that number to calculate the alcohol content of the wine. Normally I would have my wine thief, but since I don't, I'm just going to put it right in here, and it will still float and I'll be able to read it. You guys just won't be able to see it as well. I'll add a picture for you. All right, we're at a 1.080, which is great. That is right in the mid-range for a table wine. At this point, we just need to cover it up and make sure that nothing can get in there and contaminate it. And we're going to let it sit for 24 hours. I'm not going to come back to you in 24 hours with a video, so make a note in your winemaking journal that after you get to this point, 24 hours later, you're going to sprinkle the entire packet of your champagne yeast right on the top. Then you're going to cover this back up again and leave it for 5 to 6 more days. That is the point that I will come back to you after this has been fermenting for 6 to 7 days total, including today, our first day. Then I'm going to be back with you and show you the next step. I hope you have enjoyed part 1 of how to make apple wine. There are some things that you can do with this wine. You can add spices to it, cinnamon, cloves, things like that if you would like a spiced apple wine, but I'm just going to make plain for this round. Those of you who are following my gardening videos, as you know, it's February 1st, so there's not a whole lot of gardening going on. However, I have been working behind the scenes to get my garden prepared and ready. So there's going to be a ton of gardening videos coming up. I will show you how I get started in the garden, and I will take you all throughout the growing season and show you what is going on out there. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll be seeing you soon. Bye!